right, guys, we're going to talk about it. The truth about boosting Aussie cars. Should you go Turbo LS or is the Turbo Boss underrated? And we're going to dive in because we have in the past been lucky enough to feature a few of these cars. And let me tell you, they are a lot of fun. Well, listen to that flutter. Shifting your own gears.
Can't beat it.
That is just... Again, huge Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. And yeah, wishing you guys all positive stuff for 2026. Let's hope we get out of this clown world cycle. Again, we've got the merch coming, guys. Clown World merch dropping this January. And we got the black tees, we got the white tees, oversized, heavy GSM. So yeah, we spent some money on them. Coming soon. Let's get into the dilemma, Turbo LS or Turbo Boss. Now let's just start straight away with the Turbo LS because this is really the most common setup you will see, and there are a lot more kits, there's a lot more variation, and man, I have just... Who's got another Turbo LS who wants to come on the channel? Just put your hand up, send me a message because I will come and do it because, man, I kid you not, they are some of the funnest vehicles on the road. Like for a tough street car, you have a turbo setup on an LS. It's like the chef's kiss. And I know some of you guys are diehard supercharger fans, and I love a good LSA, a good Harrop, but there is something just special about the turbo. And yeah, again, you know, we just featured one recently. We did the Calais out in Brisbane, and man, that thing was just off its head. Making like 700 horsepower, very minimal mods on it. Just had a turbo kit put on, making close to 700 horsepower at the rear wheels. Manual, so much fun, just so loud. Fucking hell, man! Now when it comes to the turbo kit, let's just start with the XR8. If you want a Boss turbo kit, there really is only one mob that does it. Now, Spool and Boost, I believe, is the kit that I featured on the channel in the orange XR8. Now, this was a really nice kit. And let me tell you guys, the thing drove beautifully. It made a lot of power. These things can easily get over 500 kilowatts. But to get this kit, it's over $7,000, and they don't make that many of them. So it can be a little bit more challenging to find, and obviously they do cost a little bit more than, say, your base turbo entry-level kits on LS models. So yeah, you're spending $7 grand on a kit. You can get very healthy power out of these though. But when you go to the Holden side, the LS side, you can get turbo LS kits for like, you know, like $3.5 grand. You could get a turbo LS kit, which is actually really cheap, in my personal opinion. I've seen kits from Spool and Boost as well for like $4 grand, make 400 plus kilowatt. That would be an epic street car. And for $4 grand for the kit, I think that's a bargain. It actually really affordable. Now, obviously, there's a lot more variety when you talk LS, and you know, you could go twin turbo, single turbo. I'm just really gonna talk about ones I've done. Now, when you go from an LS1 to a 6-liter, it does get a bit more expensive. So those cheaper kits are generally for the LS1. When you go to the 6-liter, most guys seem to be running the Kiloboost turbo setup, and that kit can run you over $8 grand. So you can make some serious power with it. So we're talking easily, again, over 500 kilowatt, but just be mindful. It's a lot more expensive. And you've also got other little things you're going to have to modify too. And if you are going to a shop to get any of this installed, yeah, you got to think it's not cheap. So you're probably going to double the price, realistically. You know, if it costs $8 grand for the kit, you're probably going to be almost 15 grand to have the thing installed. You know, same goes with the turbo kit for the Boss. You know, if it's a $7 grand kit, you know, you're probably looking at 12-ish grand, 13 grand maybe to get this thing installed. But I'll tell you guys, I would do it over a supercharger. Now that's just me. That is just me. But that's cheaper than most superchargers as well. You know, when you're talking supercharged, these kits can be like 15, 20, like 15 grand, 20 grand sometimes just for the kit. Just for the kit, man. I've seen 25K for some of these blowers. It's wild. Obviously depends what you want to do with it and how you want to drive the car, but for a street build, let me tell you, these turbo kits are phenomenal. Like phenomenal, man. Now, unfortunately, guys, I've only ever had one turbo boss come on the channel, and I'm gonna tell you though, it was really, really good. Wow.
You never get sick of it.
Wow. It's just the low speed stuff too. You know, like just doing that, it's just magic. You got that lovely bonnet bulge, you're looking out up front, and yeah, you get into it a bit. Yes. If I'm being honest, do I have a preference of like which one I would take? In terms of driving on the street, not really. And I'm being dead honest here, guys. Not really, because those like the Turbo Boss, when you put a turbo kit on that thing, it changes it dramatically. And the noises were just intoxicating. It drove really hard. It drove really fun. And honestly, with very little mods on that car, that thing was still pushing 570 horsepower at the rear wheels. Mild stuff for that kit. And you can see them, they're well over 700 as advertised on the website. So you can get some nice power out of these things. But what do you guys think in the comments? I want to know, would you go Turbo LS? Would you go Turbo Boss? Would you ever turbo it? Or would you supercharge it? Or are you just, you know, it's not for you? I really think a lot of people are sleeping on this. And I think a lot of people assume it's more expensive than it is. Now, it isn't cheap. Let's just straight off the bat, it's not cheap. You're going to need at least 10 grand to even consider doing this, in my personal opinion. And that's on the low end. That is really on the low end. But if you've got some money to burn, you want a tough street car, I seriously think this is one of the best setups. And it drives phenomenal. I know so many people are like, nah, I need that supercharge, instant go. Like, these things spool quick, man. Like, it's no joke. And they don't stop pulling. That's the difference. You know, the supercharger, you sort of get that instant hit quick, and they die off. These things don't. Like, they build and continue to build until this thing is just frying tires. It is a rush. It really is. So, yeah, I would love to see more boosted OzDM on the streets. That's my opinion. Who knows? If we could sell enough Clown World shirts, we're going to fix this VXSS up. Man, maybe throw an LS1 turbo kit on that. Who knows? That would be absolutely insane. That thing does have a pretty gnarly cam though, so I'm not sure how that would work, but maybe. But in the end, what would I recommend you get rather than just based on driving experience? Again, they both drive epic. It depends. I think if you're really serious about doing it, making some good power, probably go the Holden route because there's more support, there's more kits available, there's more know-how, more shops. That's my opinion. If you're gonna get a bargain on an XR8 and you want to make it really fun, you know, this is it. You know, if you pick up a bargain, a sub $10,000 manual XR8, which they are out there in good condition, they are out there, guys. Trust me. The fact is, you drop another 10 grand on a kit, get it installed, tune it, mate. You're making over 400 kilowatts easy. You spent 20 grand on this thing. That is phenomenal value. That is phenomenal value, and that car is truly going to be one of the best street cars you can drive. So, yeah. It's each to their own, guys. I think we need to be boosting as many Aussie cars as possible. That's my opinion. I hope some are under the Christmas tree for you guys because I have been looking, and a lot of these kits are currently sold out. So, yes, keep them on the street, guys. Keep the dream alive. Let's keep this Aussie stuff going. Again, I'm going to be traveling to Melbourne soon this January, so any of you guys in Melbourne want to quickly reach out to me before I book the tickets, I'd love to see you guys out there, see some tough cars. Yeah. Merry Christmas again, guys. Happy New Year. Stay safe. We'll see you on the next one.